Oh my goodness. You
I've got
look
a song for you
amazing.
already. Oh, what an average morning. It's a wee bit nicer now. It's quite sunny outside, but it was, I went for a wee walk and it was a wee bit, as they say in Scotland, dreich, it was.
It was a bit brisky.
Ah, brisky. No, we don't use that. We don't use that. Oh, someone's called, I loved the last time I did the names I loved, Fiando. I went out last night with Fiando.
Hello. Well, hold
Adam,
on a minute, Craig.
yeah.
We usually when we see your shows, you have a little dance intro. We're
Oh
just
yes.
wondering if you can give us a little dance Friday
I tell you
night
what.
intro.
I tell you what. Let's. I love the. You say Friday night. I say Friday morning. It's like we're on opposite sides of the world. So I tell you what I'll do. I'll turn on my TV. Right? I've got music channels. Tell me which one sounds best. Right? There's YouTube's Most Wanted. What's that? Kiss Story. That's I don't know. That's Kiss Story. And then there's I can't even see without my glasses. The Magic Singles of the. Should we try that?
Yeah, sorry, that one.
Let's try this. I'll dance. I'll dance spontaneously to whatever comes on. Here we go. Here we go. Let's. You know what? I don't know.
Do it.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's not Madonna.
No, it's not.
Let's. Oh, it's a bit punky. A bit punky this morning. Should we turn that off? I think we'll turn that off.
Well, that's
There we
our
are.
applause for you.
That's my song intro of the morning. God, I hope you don't ask me about this jumper.
It's a gorgeous jumper. How did that come about? It's a beautiful blue. What does it say?
Yeah. And well, this is the thing. What do you think it says? It says Fastille.
But still,
Yeah, and I thought it meant like chilled. And I wore it and thought, oh, I quite like that jumper. Fastille, it sounds quite sophisticated. Then I found out it means vacuous and easy.
something like you, babes.
Yeah, I was like, it's me. It's got me reading that. Look at the names. Goran Babuska. Oh,
Hello,
Goran. Babuska, Babu. I love the names.
That gentleman right there is a legend.
Oh, yeah, you know who that is? Oh,
Yes.
Kate Crowley.
Hey, Kate Crowley, it's backwards on.
I hope we don't have that Madonna mug again. That would be repetitive.
So how you been?
Fine. I've been trying to match my coasters with my jumper.
I love it.
Yeah. No, I've been fine. I've been quite kind of busy running about doing lots of wee nonsense things. I was on my bike every single day, having fun, doing a bit of exercise. Awesome. Still getting into what do you call it? Still getting into the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh, awesome! They've been on your playlist.
Honestly, I've become obsessed with them. They've got 2 albums called. Well, there was a guy who came to my door yesterday. It was a delivery guy, and I remember thinking, oh, he's the attractive one. But unfortunately, I didn't have my contact lenses in, so I ran to the door and I was going, oh my God, there's a blur, and I know it's a handsome blur, but I can't remember what the blur looks like. And I was like, epic fail, and ended up chatting away to him, and I was thinking, I can't even, this is so frustrating. And I ended up telling him to watch the Pet Shop. I was like, oh, he said, what have you been doing? How are you doing, Craig? All right. And I was like, yeah, I've been listening to the Pet Shop Boys. And he's like, I'm going to listen to that way. Get a wee beer in the garden and listen to them. You sound good. I thought, I'm influenced the heterosexuals.
Bless you.
But no, I've fallen in love with the Pet Shop Boys. They give great cross trainer.
Oh, really? So
they have the perfect tempo. Yeah, they have 2 albums called Electric and Super, and one of them is Electric, and the other one is Super. It's brilliant. I love it.
So you've been dancing on that treadmill, working up a sweat during this stay-home period?
I have been. You know, it's like everyone knows I'm dancing. It's pretty obvious. I got it just before lockdown because I thought, well, I'm not going to go to the gym. That's the one thing I love doing. And I put it in the garden, you know, again. And I thought, nah, I can't do it. It's too embarrassing. It's too embarrassing having it in the garden. But no, I've got. I just quite enjoy it. But it's really made me get into the Pet Shop Boys. So now I'm obsessed with the Pet Shop Boys. I'm listening to things on, you know, radio, BBC Sounds. Someone says, "Oh, Big Biscuit Fat Finger Monster." I love him. He's a friend of mine. Anyone called Biscuit Fat Finger? No, I'm saying anyone called Biscuit Fat Finger Monster is a friend of mine.
And
Pet
mine
Shop
too.
Boys live album is, yeah, that's good gym music. I've always liked the Pet Shop Boys, but I never thought to go for their albums from the one, the recent album, through all their albums, and I'm becoming obsessed. And I'm discovering a brilliant cabaret phase they went through, where
Oh, really?
they did a show with someone called Frances Barber, who's an actress, and she played this kind of Germanic cabaret performer. And she had this brilliant song, and that I thought I need. You know, when you listen to a song, well, I don't know if you like this, and I need to learn it immediately. Well, that song, I think if I ever did a cabaret show, that's the song I would stick in it. And it was, what was it called again? I can't remember it. But yeah, I must learn it.
Exactly.
So
So, rewinding back to what you're watching on the telly.
I'm actually, they're showing reruns of the Golden Girls as if gay people are the only people on lockdown. It's like, we're going to have to put some wrestling on. But no, reruns of the Golden Girls. I don't know if you're getting that in Australia, but we're getting that from the beginning.
Wow.
Isn't that fantastic? And it was the very, very first episode of the Golden Girls. And I always knew I liked it, but I didn't know it was a tight script from day one. And I actually I was thinking about things I would talk to you about, and I wrote down one of the lines that Sophia, you know, the granny, she's hysterical.
My favorite.
I think, well, they give her the best lines, don't they?
Yeah.
And she said something, she said, every morning at 7 a.m. regular as clockwork, I pee. Unfortunately, I don't get up till 8. And I was like, I absolutely love her. She's brilliant. So I'm becoming obsessed. Yeah, the Golden Girls. I'm not watching as much TV as I would like to do. I keep on getting obsessed with sunsets.
Ah, you have been in your photography. I can see that. You're taking some amazing snaps.
Well, I don't know. It's a funny time, isn't it? In a way, I think we're all a little bit quieter, maybe. Or maybe people are busier, but I just think I don't know, it's really weird that you suddenly noticed that more. Maybe it's because I'm normally in Australia at this time of year. I didn't know we had sunsets over here at this time of year. But yeah, if I see the light hit the building opposite where I live, I kind of go, oh, that's going to be an amazing sunset. And actually, I'd almost rather do that than watch Netflix. So I just go up. And every time I do it, I think it's absolutely worth it. And then I was chatting, this was really funny. I was up the top of Calton Hill, which is a beautiful place to watch the sun in Edinburgh. And there was a guy next to me, there's a kind of photographer with a wee moustache, and his girlfriend. And he saw the only plane in the sky. You know, there's not many planes in the sky. And he was looking up and he was like, I just overheard him say, oh God, I wonder where that plane's going to. Isn't it so exciting? One plane in the sky going somewhere exotic we'd all love to fly off. And he didn't know that I'm a bit of a nerd, and I have an app where you point your phone to the sky and it's augmented reality and it tells you where the plane's going.
No way.
Yeah, so I put the plane and I went like that. Excuse me, I overheard you talk about the plane in the sky. I've got really bad news. It's going to the West Midlands. not glamorous at all. No, not exactly. And what was funny was the girl he was with, she was actually from the West Midlands. And she said, oh, that's nice. That makes me feel like I'm a wee bit at home. That plane's going to where I live and where I can't go. And then I ended up chatting away to him. And I said, I'm loving your tash. In a proper, like, wee cool tash. And then he said, apparently he'd taken photographs of me. He said, I've taken photographs of you in a kilt in a, I don't know, fashion show somewhere. And I was like, you're making it up, and I know you. So anyway, so we ended up chatting, and I realized who it was. And then it was him that said to me, if you love taking photographs, you in sunsets, get yourself down to New Haven. Now this, I don't know if you saw these photographs. My God, I really felt like I was on a Greek holiday. Beautiful sunsets across the water in Edinburgh, which I don't think I've ever seen before. So that's my new obsession, going down to take photographs of sunsets.
So do you use a camera, or do you use your phone, or?
I use my phone. I haven't really. I'm not really a proper photographer with a proper camera, but it's quite good fun. But yeah, it was a nice atmosphere. It was like being in Lisbon. Everyone was sitting on the rocks just watching the sun go down. I was going, are we still in Edinburgh? It's amazing.
And your photos are so stunning. So everyone go check out his Facebook page, and you see the beautiful photos.
Oh yes, did you see the one of the rainbow tunnel?
Yes, the rainbow tunnel is amazing. Is that you were cycling?
Yeah, so I've always I've been cycling quite a lot. I took myself up the Innocent Railway the other day. There's an achievement. And It is. It's called the Innocent Railway, and it's a beautiful old railway underneath Arthur's Seat, and it's very hidden. It's right in the middle of all these houses. You would never find it. But I knew about it years ago, and I went up there the other day, and that's the thing I'm really enjoying is having the time to explore the city you live in and making your walks and your cycles a bit more kind of interesting. Oh, Cooley Daniel says, "Hi Craig, I love your show." I love that. I love that name. The names are great, aren't they, Cooley Daniel?
Wham Bam is here, back again.
Yeah, Wham Bam's here. Oh,
Wham Bam Pam.
So, Robert McKenzie said that's one thing you're not innocent. LOL. I remember we used to call him Big Rab.
Oh, really?
No. But yeah, so this tunnel is amazing. It's a beautiful tunnel, a local community project where they're taking the words of a Robert Louis Stevenson poem called From a Railway Carriage, and they've asked all the local artists and local people and local community to paint it. And they're not quite finished it yet, but it was amazing. It was a really nice discovery.
It's just stunning. It's like a rainbow in the tunnel.
Yeah, and the art is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm looking forward. Oh, Robert McKenzie, you know me too well from the EICC. Oh, just making sure that he wants to make sure I'm reading this. God, I wish I'd got new flowers for the interview. I've got to the point where I just can't not have new flowers.
You have to have flowers.
I'm getting too hot. Can we just take my jumper off? I mean, only a gay would go, well, you have to wear a matching t-shirt underneath.
That's right. Oh. We have a bit of technical difficulty.
Do you know what always makes me laugh about those headphones? Have you ever noticed that when you put them in, when you take them out with two hands, looks fine. Take them out with one hand, you look like your mum at a wedding. Yeah.
with the clip-on earrings.
God. Yeah, the clip-on earring. You used to have your mum and your gran at the end of the night. Oh, thank God I'm home.
I'm done.
Let's not pretend we haven't tried on clip-on earrings in our life.
Oh no! My mum used to wear clip-on earrings.
Did she?
She never had her ears pierced.
Oh, I did. And I was young. Little Madonna crosses.
Were they clip-on or were they pierced?
No, the actual pierced.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so now I've just got what I call holes in my ears.
Oh,
can I tell you this thing I've been doing that's been great fun during Zoom chats? You know when you get everyone in a wee Zoom chat and sometimes it freezes? Yeah? Well,
I had one of those meetings.
Well, I just pretend that happens. So in the middle of and my friend's going, Craig, it's frozen. I was going, it's not really, I was just doing that. So I love stopping the whole thing and pretending I love it. I absolutely love it. I love having nonsense with it.
What do you wear for Zoom meetings? Do you worry about what's up here?
Yeah, it's usually a negligee. Anything flowing that makes you feel special. Well, it's funny, isn't it? You can dress up to the cows come home, but people only see your shoulders. So
that's
right. I tend to do a ruffled shoulder and a G-string.
No one
sees your bottom. No, it does. So, yeah, that's been good fun.
Amazing. We're loving our Zoom meetings. They're awesome. So I want to try that next time. I'm going to freeze up. Go.
Oh, it's so funny in the. It's so funny because it really looks like a. Oh, there you are. Robert McKenzie said he bets I'm sitting there in my underpants. You have no idea, big boob.
So you've been cooking up a storm?
Yes, I have. I've been absolutely loving cooking. What was I cooking last night? Oh yeah, it was risotto.
Risotto.
So, yeah, she was the one I always wanted to be in Greece. She was the one with the most attitude. I want to be risotto. I don't want to be Sandy. I want to be risotto.
She had the best character.
Yeah, she was great, wasn't she, Rizzo? And it reminded me, I was doing a show once in Musselburgh, outside in Edinburgh, more or less, outside Edinburgh, and there was a guy in the audience. I said, "Is anyone not from Musselburgh?" And this guy was from Greece, and I said, "Oh, the musical." And it turns out his name was Vasily, and of course, I heard something else. I was like, oh my God, how did you slip in? And then this man went to the toilet, and he went to and the girl in the audience said, can you slag off my dad while he's at the toilet? I'll tell you something about him. He loves steps. And I said, what you mean, ascending steps, or do you mean the band? And then what happened is, I said, I'm not going to make up something about steps. That's a waste of time. And then he came back, and he came back in the toilet, and I said, I hope you washed your hands. I said, and he said, of course I washed my hands. And he walked away. I said, I'm glad you did, because that would be a tragedy. We ended up, doing the things he wanted me to do. So I love that. I love when people throw things at you and you don't know. Well, somebody said Musselburgh's their hometown, isn't that? People's names, Kieran Hotchkiss. Do you think that started off as a hot kiss that went
Hotchkiss?
That's like a drunken kiss. I'm going to give you a Hotchkiss. This is like a Scottish kiss. It's hot.
And talk about cheers. Cheers to you, Friday night.
Cheers, yeah. Cheers to me on a Friday night with my Madonna cup. Oh, do you know, you know how, because you're not able to meet people to drink. So you might be like, one of my friends makes cocktails every single night, and she sits on her balcony and she sends me a wee picture of the cocktail. And I swear to God, my phone either knows I'm gay or someone's told it, because I went to write cheers and it wrote shares. And I was like, oh, that's the new cheers. I'm going to start it. So every time then as soon as we're allowed out of this, I'm going to get my glass of wine and go, shares.
Shares.
Oh, there you are. Do you remember me from Adam Smith? Yes, Adam Smith Theatre. The
lighting guy.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Which reminds me of, remember that story I told you years ago where you were asking me about my favourite gigs and stuff I'd ever done?
Yes.
And when I was in Sydney Opera House, I mean, it's just hard to believe you would ever get to play that place, isn't it? And
it's almost as good as Chapel.
It's almost as good as that little place in Melbourne, which is has a fondness and an atmosphere that one can't capture in the Sydney Opera.
That's right.
Yes. I mean, the Sydney Opera, talk about trying too hard. But yeah, I mean, that lovely little theatre, Chapel of Chapel, let's say their name, which, we won't even abbreviate that to COC. Anyway, that's what it spells. You did the math. But yeah, I used to talk about that story where I was singing Whitney Houston in Sydney Opera House. I mean, that's a true story. I was standing on the stage and I was, playing with the microphone thinking, wow, this is an amazing space. And I did start going, if I... And then it was the guy who worked in the sound desk who put the echo on, and it went, sure. Oh, beautiful. And it turns out he was a gay, which I should have guessed. Well, let's see how this guy said better at Chapel.
Yeah. Did you have your Whitney moment on stage?
Yeah.
Did you sing the full song?
Well, I've actually got a recording of it. Yeah, I actually did record. Well, what happened? I think I started going, if I should stay, I would only be in your world. And then I started singing it. I will always love Sydney Opera House. That's what I thought. Somebody said you need to bring out a DVD. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, we need a Craig Hill DVD.
I misread that as VD. I didn't know one could. I didn't know one could make up one's own VD. Wouldn't that be funny if I ever bring out a DVD? I'm just going to call it a VD. Oh no! My VD is on sale. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would be amazing. And what are you having in the morning? Are you having coffee?
No, I'm not really a coffee person. I pretend I like coffee, and I make a coffee, and then I drink it, and then I go, "That's not me." No, I'm such a Glaswegian. I'm such a cup of tea with a bit of sugar, keeping it normal, keeping it real. Yeah.
I'm having a bit of wine time in my mug.
Yeah, in a mug. I can't do that. Sometimes my friends serve me wine in one of those little glasses, and it's all a little bit, like you're at Glastonbury. I thought, well, we're not camping. Come here. I love nice glasses as well. Who doesn't love to hold a stem?
Exactly.
It's quite
So
funny.
you've been noticing some different noticing different
I didn't
wine.
realize Madonna was written on the bottom of that.
Tell
Oh
us about
yeah.
your interesting wine names.
Oh my God. I am not joking. I had a bottle of wine last night, which I bought because of the name, and it was called Fritz Willy. So I was like, oh, if the cat Fritz. And there's another one. It took people a long while to get this. There was a wine, and it said it was made by this guy, and his first name was Stu, and his surname was Pedasso. So it's Stupidasso. I couldn't believe it. And so I actually Googled funny wine names, and there was one called Sassy Bitch.
Sassy
And
bitch.
I don't even care what that tastes like. I'm drinking that.
I was
So
like,
yeah, wouldn't that be
give me
funny?
that
Just
side
had to,
sassy.
yeah, that's a good competition. If I was called
Yes.
wine, do you know if I was brought up a wine, what would I be called? If you're from Glasgow, you should be Iron Brew in a cup. Yeah, that's true.
What's
Do you know
that mean?
what Iron? Do you know what Iron Brew is in Australia? No, it's a hangover cure in Scotland. It's the most sugary drink you would have just to get yourself over a hangover because it's so sugary. It's bright orange. Anything that color can't be good for you. But I like it, but I don't like the gas. So I usually have a pint of it and then I shake it. I take a spoon and I shake it and get all the gas. And people wonder what I'm doing. Could I have a pint of Iron Brew just with a long spoon and I shake the gas out of it. So it's like a hangover cure. It's like Barocca.
Broca.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
amazing. Because we're not drinking much at the moment, are we? Any of us?
No.
But that's what I was going to say. If I was a wine, what would I call myself? Do you know if you were
Yes.
to name a wine?
I
I
hadn't
probably
have thought of that.
I would just use my initials, Mr. Chill, C Hill.
See Hill?
Yeah, but that's not. No, it'd be funnier than that, wouldn't it? It would be a
Yes,
good name.
we need a good name for
Yeah, that's
a
good.
wine
Good point.
time.
Yeah, wine time, wine.
And how's the
No.
gardening going?
Yes. Well, this was really funny. I was in the bed the other morning and I opened up my double doors. I swear there were birds singing, and I genuinely thought, oh my God, there's a new flower in the garden. It's gorgeous. And of course, I hadn't put my contact lenses in. They ran out. It was a jumper that had fallen off the washing line.
You're gonna put
I
the
mean, it was a t-shirt. It was a t-shirt, and I was so disappointed because I was like, "Oh my God, look at that shade of blue! This is all new. I don't even remember planting something there." And then, and then
you
I
should
ran
get
out.
the flower app on it.
It was a filthy jumper lying in mud, which had come off the washing line. And the funny thing is, and this isn't even a joke, the jumper said "dumb jock" on it, which is exactly what I felt like. So yeah, no, yeah, gardening has been okay. That's been quite fun. Not doing as much as I would like. Mainly cycling, actually. Mainly kind of going all over Edinburgh. Morning, Craig. For sunny Kelty in Fife. That's lovely. There you are, Robert. Robert talk Philip.
And what about your neighbour with the pigeons?
Yes, he's been feeding the pigeons, and they're having a Barney, and they're having an absolute Barney. I've seen homosexuals lose it less. They're actually in a tree, and this goes on.
In the morning.
Yeah, I'm trying to read. Shouting up to the pigeons, going, I'm in the middle of Tales of the City. Mrs. Magical was about to do something interesting, and you lot have to flap. Honestly, I've never seen pigeons do this. Actually hitting their wings over. Shut up, you bastard. Like, actually.
Full on fighting.
I felt like a teacher, and I was like, you two pipe down. Really, I've never seen pigeons do that before. Absolutely going mental. I
Really?
mean, so it's very hard to be calm in that garden when the pigeons are having actual fights in the garden.
Wow.
But it's nice, you know. It's nice to be out in the sun and give yourself that time to be a calmer version of yourself. But
And
yeah,
how's the stones going in your garden?
oh yeah, I've got stones in my garden, and they were filthy, and I was looking at them thinking, God, yeah, I don't know how I could get the dirt off those stones. They're really filthy enough. And then I went, maybe I could put them in the dishwasher, because that's a normal thought. And my neighbour came out, and he was like, my neighbour's a doctor, and my neighbour came out, and he was like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm just putting the stones in the dishwasher. And he was going, yeah, you need to see a doctor. That's not normal behaviour. Anyway, that backfired on because you should see my stones. They're back to being white again. They're gorgeous.
They're basically clean.
It worked. It worked. I put them in the dishwasher. Anyway, the funny thing was, I put them in the dishwasher and they turned out quite white again, which was nice. And then I looked at the remaining stones, which were all filthy, of course, the ones that still had to go in the dishwasher. And then I turned them over and I was like, oh, they're white on the other side. They didn't need to go in the dishwasher. They were white all along. It was only one side that had been exposed for 10 years. So the one side was moldy and the other one was white all along. So now it's back to being a lovely little, kind of lovely white garden again.
What
Because
happened?
a white garden, what was I thinking? In Scotland.
Yeah,
It was,
exactly. All
it
the
was all
rain and stuff.
I was inspired by a trip to Mykonos, where everything's painted white. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, imagine having that in your garden. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Not realizing that after one rainfall in Scotland, the rain hits the mud hits the white, and you go, oh, that lasted a day.
It's grey now.
Yeah, so I think I need to get it repainted. But yeah, need to try and paint my garden.
So coming from last time, you were having a little shopping sprees.
I know, yeah,
How's that
maybe
going? Has it calmed
I think,
down or?
I think it's just nice because it means people come to the door. I call it finding a friend. It's a novelty, breaks up your day. Something, oh, hello. And the guy's going, there's your delivery. No, we're trying to talk. Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I had to order this tripod to be able to have this conversation because I was
Love
thinking,
it.
you can't hold the phone.
No, you cannot.
So, yeah, so but then I'm hoping that all these things you buy are actually quite handy. Do you know?
That's exactly right. And
Something
hopefully,
arrived. I'm trying to think what arrived yesterday. There's always, you forget what you've ordered, don't you? Do you know?
it's
One day, this is how gay I am. This
like
is how gay I
presents.
am. Well, I've got this watch, right? This watch here, and
Yes.
you can change the straps to match your outfit if you're gay. And one day I put on this grey jumper and I was going, oh my God, my watch doesn't match my jumper. And I was like, I must go onto Amazon and order a grey matching strap. Necessary, essentials. I ordered a bloody grey strap and then my iPad was sitting there and I thought, oh my God, you could easily accidentally knock that. You better order a cover. So I went, it's like you're finding stupid things to order. I went and bought flowers for this interview. They weren't there half an hour ago.
We love those flowers. Thank you so much.
That would be my wine. That'd be my wine. Flowered.
Your
Deflowered.
yeah, sea flower.
God bless your accent, Craig. Reminds me of my trip to Scotland. Maybe that's because I'm Scottish. Oh, that's lovely. Isn't that nice when people hear your accent and start to remind them? Well, that's like when every time I hear you do your Charlie Kath and Kim accent outside of yourself, I say, no, it reminds me of my trip to Australia where I had so much fun. I have this really weird thing called Freudian song. And I do it without thinking. So when I go to phone someone and they phone me, I immediately sing a song and I don't plan it. I don't know what I'm going to sing.
You do that. I do
great.
that.
Yeah, people phone me and then I start singing. I go, Star, that's what they call you. And I go, where'd that come from? Was that Kiki D? Who sang Star? I think it was Kiki D.
Don't know who that is.
Well, she sang that song with Elton John.
Oh, who? I'm joking.
What was that duet? Tell you what I discovered the other day in my Pet Shop Boys obsession. I was on the cross trainer and I realised, that song that Pet Shop Boys did with, what's her name? Dusty Springfield.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Anyway, Elton John does a version of that with Pet Shop Boys.
How is that compared to?
It's actually quite nice. Weirdly, who did he sound like when I listened to it? But his voice was nice and low. And I was thinking, it was the one who goes, when I had to stay in private. Oh, there's my friend passing the window. Again, they all fly in these micro lines. Five floors up, I can still see them. It reminds me of the international flight I had to Australia once. And the woman next to me said to me, I mean, I don't know what happened to her in the middle of the flight, but she went from normal to completely mad. She leaned out the window and said, oh my God, isn't that fantastic? And I said, what can you see? And we were above Kazakhstan. And she goes, there's people in polka dots on the ship. And I went, what? You can see that from the plane? And she said, yeah, there's girls in polka dot bikinis. And I was like, yeah, I think you've lost it. Yeah.
Bless her.
I tell one of my favorite things. There's loads of funny things happen when you're traveling, right? There was one time I was going from Sydney to New York, I think it was, and I was flying to do something. And I said, right, I need a quiet 13-hour flight. I'm going to be nice and calm. And the woman sitting next to me, I thought, oh, good, she's quiet. She's not going to talk. We'll have a nice quiet time. I went up to the back of the plane to have a stretch, because that's normal. Because you don't have the time. One doesn't have the time to stretch.
You have
So
to
I was
stretch.
stretching, and I'm not even joking. I was stretching, and this guy said, and the American, the guy went, "Hey, would you like KY with that?" I was, what? And he actually shouted, "Would you like KY with that?" And I was like, "My God, now I know what they mean by snakes on a plane."
That's
And
terrible.
I know, and he had this little zipper on and a 1970s porn mustache, and I was like, definitely, okay, who says that to anyone? And then it turns out he said, "You want to meet my wife, Lucy?" And I went, "She's real? You have a wife?" And then this really handsome guy who was wearing a mask and sleeping, and he started giggling, laughing, I could tell. And then he moved it and he went, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight, am I? And I said, no, we're having fun with him and his wife, apparently. And then before you know it, we had ordered 13 of those mini bottles of red wine.
Good flight.
Yep, and then this girl from New York said, "I'm a cop, you guys are fun, can I join in?" And before you know it, there were 5 of us drinking wine at the back of this plane for 13 hours.
Oh, that's a beautiful flight.
Well, things you don't expect somebody, to accuse you of, wanting KY when you're bending over and stretching on the plane.
Terrible, Muriel.
Snipes and apply. Somebody said the weather looks nice. Oh, Alex Woodward who's been doing his photography?
Yes, he's got a good headshot.
Even at that size, that's a professional photograph.
He's an amazingly talented musical theatre performer.
Oh, that's lovely. Isn't that lovely?
Yes,
Well, we should sing for Alex.
He's awesome. Hey, Alex.
Hi, Alex. Think of me fondly when you have your photograph done. Think of me, Alex. I could be enormous fun. Think of me, don't even talk to me. I've got some flowers and just come to me. I should just make up a musical there and
You
then.
should. You'd be hilarious.
Oh, I've not shown you my cards. Can I show you my cards?
Yeah.
This is
Cards.
brilliant. Cards.
Cards.
I'll spell it in Scottish. C-A-R-D-S. I'll spell it in Australian. C-A-S. Card. Anyway, this is brilliant. So this local company in Edinburgh just were thinking on their feet and thinking, people would want to send each other birthday cards. Why don't we make it topical? So they've chosen these COVID-19 cards and made them. So look at this. It's gorgeous. Hip, hip, hooray from far away. So it's in a little Zoom meeting.
Wow, it's amazing.
I absolutely love it.
It's very topical.
I love this. Be a good guy. Don't panic, boy. Absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love. I just fell in love with them. I thought, what a great idea. And this is brilliant. This is very Scottish. Be my hero. Sit in your arse and save some lives.
That's very Scottish.
Very Scottish. So I've been looking for people's birthdays and sending them, my friends, COVID cards, because who would even think somebody would do that?
Well, there's poor people
day?
in March and April have had solo birthdays or lonely birthdays. Poor things.
Oh no, lonely birthday. Actually, it's my friend's birthday on. Actually, my friend who lives in Rotterdam, her husband came up with this lovely idea. And her birthday was on a Sunday. He didn't tell her, and he got every single one of our friends to call her every hour of that day.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
She said it was the most exhausting.
Hey, it's a wham bam.
Oh, there's Wham Bam Pam Pam.
It's a birthday on Sunday.
Wham Bam. She is Wham Bam Pam. Job or no job. Booty doody booty boo. I was thinking.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Her birthday on Sunday. Oh, Wham Bam Pam Pam. I can't imagine what she wants for her birthday. She's got champagne, so successful. I was thinking I should do a little video when I'm sitting over there going, I think I'm done with the sofa. And then run out and go, I think I'm done with the hall. And then run in and go, I think I'm done with the kitchen table, baby. And then run out screaming and go, let's go outside.
Are your restrictions are lifting now? Slowly?
Well, no, not in Scotland. No, we've not changed them in Scotland at all,
Yeah.
which I think's probably pretty wise.
Yeah, same
I
in
think,
Melbourne.
yeah.
They're slowly, which is I think is
Well, I think people have got kind of used to it at the moment, and I think they're not at the end of their tether yet. People are
yeah,
being relatively disciplined about it. We're allowed to go out more than once a day now
yeah.
for exercise. So I went down. Yeah, I went down to Leith the Links yesterday and took some photographs of this. I'm getting really boring and historical. I keep on reading lots of research about old Edinburgh and facts about it. So I discovered that the game of golf was not invented in St Andrews. It's the oldest golf course in Scotland, but it was actually invented in Edinburgh in Leith Links, which is it's a links course, it's a golf course. Invented there in 1744. Fact, fans.
Oh wow, you.
I mean, I wasn't that boring before all this. I didn't have time for that in my head. I used to do stand-up comedy. Now I'm reading books going like that. When was the Victoria Street built?
That's amazing. Well, I think that happens when you get a bit wiser in age.
This is why you need a DVD. LL Scotland upon my kid. Oh, Robert Mackenzie. Oh, I was in the supermarket the other day shopping, and because it was only two. Well,
in Melbourne, busy.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends if you go to small ones. I tend to go to small ones because I just think it'd be a nightmare going to the big one. And I went to the small one. There's hardly anyone in it, and I thought, oh my god, I could do my fantasy shop, which is me in roller skates to Xanadu. I was genuinely going, how much fun would it be to go around this shop? A place where nobody wants to go, where nobody needs to know. Cornflakes, they call it Xanadu. Grab a chocolate. I'd love to do that. Wouldn't that be fun?
I would love to see that.
Yeah, and my cinema nights, I used to go to cinema with my friends every Tuesday, and so we started NWP, Netflix with Pals. Netflix with Pals. So we watched the same program. Well, we watched the same film at the same time, and we all press play, and then we phone each other and we talk about the film. So it's like going to cinema.
Oh,
but
nice.
that's become Gay Tuesday, I have to tell you.
Really? How many people are in there?
3. It's a threesome, cinema-wise. So it's only 3 of us. One of them is a girl, so you do the math.
Bless her.
We watch the film every Tuesday, but because we've been in the cinema every Tuesday for 3 years, we've run out of films. So on Netflix, we started finding documentaries, quite interesting documentaries. There's one really interesting documentary about, I think I told you about this, didn't I? About a heterosexual couple running.
I watched that movie.
It's called Circus of Books. That's really good. It's a good documentary.
San Francisco.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the other one was, did you see the one about the 2 women who'd been together for 65 years?
I haven't seen that one yet.
And it's called Secret Love. Isn't that nice?
It's amazing.
Once I had a secret love. Anyway, so this week we watched one of the, you know how Eurovision's been cancelled, sad face. You know how Eurovision's been cancelled. Oh, sorry, that guy, I just remembered, I had this sort of Ferdinand, I just remembered I used to listen and go Tesco for Tesco. We are Tesco. I can't remember what they were. I can't remember what they stood for. But anyway, we started watching, Eurovision, because it's not on, they're still showing you all the people who would have been in the semi-final.
Wow.
So it was fantastic. I watched it Tuesday night instead of watching a film. And it was some brilliant songs. The Russian entry is hysterical. You should watch the video. And the one that everyone thought was going to win was Iceland, and I think that would have won. And I'm going to do that on Saturday night. We're going to have a Eurovision party.
Amazing.
On Zoom.
And speaking of Eurovision, we had a show back in the day, in the early Chapel days, called Eurobeat.
Yes.
That Craig Christie wrote, which was an amazing. Was it musical cabaret?
It was a parody of the Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah.
And I was in that when it came to Scotland. So me and Sally Lindsay were in that. And what was very bizarre about that was the songs were absolutely brilliant. I absolutely loved it. But I never got to sing in it because I played this, I think I played a Bosnian kind of Lothario, but I didn't know how to do a Bosnian accent. So I just did slightly Russian accent like this, as if I was totally into girls with big boobs. He was supposed to be this. It was supposed to be this kind of creepy guy who was really into like girls, and I was like, well, I can act. And I remember what was really funny was I came on and I was like, hello and welcome to the Eurovision Song Contest, all the way from here in Bosnia. And then somebody in the audience went, why are you doing that accent, Craig? Talk about the fourth wall. Talk about ruining the moment.
For everyone else.
Yeah, somebody's saying here with the Russian grannies. Oh my God. I mean, Eurovision's very special. There are some amazing moments. Those Russian grannies were absolutely hysterical. So those are the things you're always looking forward to in the Eurovision Song Contest. But that Eurobeat was amazing. I absolutely loved doing that show.
Yeah. What's your favourite moment? Like, you go to the Eurovision Song Contest each year, or do you try
to? I went to it in Serbia, bizarrely.
In Serbia?
Yeah, in Belgrade, because Craig Christie, the guy who wrote that show,
Slavic accent.
He asked me to go with him. That Slavic accent is hilarious. Goran Babuška, I'm still loving him. He's going to be with me all day. I'm going to be walking down the street going, Goran Babuška, 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 yeah.
That's really good.
Do you think everyone's name has a song?
Yes.
I'm now thinking everyone Goran Babuška. So oh no, Babuško. I was thinking I couldn't bear to pronounce it wrong. Imagine doing that. So what was I saying there? Where were we? I've forgotten where we were. Eurobeat. Eurobeat. So yeah, have it be. So I went to it in Serbia, and I had no idea it was like a gay pride that no one tells you about.
Obviously.
2,000 odd gay people there, more than that, actually.
Around Europe.
Yeah, 10,000. I don't know how many there were. 20, 100. And I was like, this is like a gay pride that no one told me about. I am not missing this every year. So we had actually booked to go to Rotterdam this year.
Oh, that's good.
I had accommodation booked and everything. I was so excited. But I went to see it in Lisbon, and I absolutely loved it. What an atmosphere. And even the build up to it is great fun. That's what you don't realize. There's all these events on, and the whole city is, trans gay for a week. It's good fun.
That's one place I want to go to, Lisbon.
Yeah, Lisbon's an amazing
That's on my bucket list.
Yes,
definitely.
It's one of my favorite. Mind you, I've got did I tell you? Did we speak about that last time about me and my Lisbon knee? I think we did.
No.
I've never been the same. Well, we claimed to go and see the castle in Sintra where Madonna has that house. How do we always manage to bring it back to her?
Exactly.
So yeah, where Madonna has that house in Lisbon, in Sintra. Have you ever seen that photograph of me sitting where Madonna sat in Lisbon?
Yes, I have.
Imagine making one of your friends go give up a day to find those steps.
Well,
that's what I call the GC. Gay commitment.
Exactly.
So anyway, we're in Lisbon and we went to see Sintra, the castle, which is beautiful. It's like a Disney castle. It's really colourful, and we climbed that mountain, and it was really steep. And I was like, oh my God, my knees are totally. I've lost it. And then I saw a bus. I went, oh my God, there was a bus. There was a bus. Someone told me about the bloody bus, and I'd walked the steepest thing ever. And anyway, Lisbon's a really steep city, so it's good fun, but my knees have never been the same. I honestly think it takes its toll. Yeah, if you're uneasy, don't bother. But no, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city. I would love to go. So it's quite interesting. Do you know when somebody wins the Eurovision Song Contest? Because you don't know. Sorry, a message just came up on my phone there, which said, "Are you free for a musicals night?" Oh my God, is there anything I do not gay? Why didn't they come up and say, how are you getting on with your painting and decorating, and have you built that wall? Why don't I get messages like that? Why don't I get messages going, are you free for a musicals night?
Why not?
I love the fact that happened in the middle of this call. Yes, I am. Sorry, I need to go. Instagram Live. There's a musicals night on. So I said, that's a good question. Favorite musical? Favorite musical. Mine is I've forgotten the name of it, but what's it called again? Oh God, the one where Miss Saigon.
Miss Saigon. I haven't seen that.
Oh, the song. My favorite song. It goes, a song played on a solo saxophone is telling me to hold you tight and dance like it's the last night of the world. Isn't that nice?
That's beautiful.
That's what it feels like to now. Last night of the world.
So Greece is not on your top 10?
Well, I mean musicals live.
Like
I mean to
I
go.
love Blood Brothers.
Yeah, I've never seen Blood Brothers actually.
They're so
Oh, this is.
good.
Oh, I'm loving where this conversation is going.
And I love In the Heights. Have you ever seen that one?
No, what's that one?
Yeah, it's got a Mexican storyline. It's awesome.
Have
And
you
it's got
seen the Book of
Brad.
Mormon?
No, I
Seen the
haven't
Book of
seen that
Mormon?
one.
I was in New York last year, doing a little show off Broadway. And well, somebody asked me to do an hour-long show, and I said yes, why not? And Gay Pride was on, so why not? And to have a type of Gay Pride in America, in New York. Oh my
How's
God,
that?
Cindy. Well, I was doing a show, right? A little hour-long show, and I had these other nights free. Listen to this. Gay Pride in New York. It was World Pride last June. Cyndi Lauper comes out of a glitter ball world, a version of the world globe, with a mohawk, singing True Colors with all the gays crying
Um,
in their eyes out, hosted by Whoopi Goldberg and finished by Chaka Khan.
we couldn't get any bigger icons than that.
I burst with gayness.
Speaking of you're beautiful. You can do beautiful accents. Have you ever thought of doing a cabaret show, singing in different accents, like a Madonna show, maybe?
That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Well, be quite hard. I love the Welsh accent. I do. I love to learn film about rules. But that'd be hard to sing. But I could do every little thing that you say or do, I'm hung up. I'm hung up on you. That'd be quite fun. I could do like Welsh poetry, couldn't I?
Well,
Like a
fortunately,
virgin, like a virgin, touched for the very first time. I like that idea. Throw an accent at me and a Madonna
I,
song.
I think Papa Don't Preach would be good too.
Papa don't preach in Cockney. I could do it like that.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, Papa don't preach. I'm a trouble deep. I am. I made up my mind. And keep me baby.
and and do a Frozen accent.
I used to do that in
In
Australia.
Aussie.
Remember Madonna singing Frozen?
Yes.
You only say what you always want to say. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open.
We need a cabaret of that. That'll be my ultimate.
I love that so much. EastEnders plotline. Doom, 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 doom. I love that. That's the song as well, isn't it? EastEnders. Anyone
Yes.
can fall in love. You ever heard that?
No, I haven't heard that one. I
It's
used to watch EastEnders.
theme tune of EastEnders.
Yeah,
Songs.
I never really didn't get into that show
What's
when I
that?
was in. I never got into that show when I was in London.
Well, it's
East End.
proper East End.
I know, it's terrible.
Start your day with Nescafe. Shetlander singing Britney. Oh, that's quite good. Shetland. Oh, that's quite good. Shetlander singing Britney. Now, I can't really do Shetland, but what's the accent? I did when I was up in. It was a beautiful accent up there in the north of Scotland. It was in Lewis, and there was a woman who talked like that, and I absolutely loved it because her L's were always like that, and I liked the way she placed her tongue and said that. So her singing, "My loneliness is killing me." You always forget the words when you can't sing it. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess. I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. I want to do it as poetry. That's one
A poetry night.
a poetry night in different accents with songs.
I think we got a show. We think Sunday comes to Melbourne.
Remember when Kylie did that? When Nick Cave persuaded her at this poetry night to start doing, in my imagination.
Yes, I remember
There
that.
was
She was
no
quite good.
hesitation. I think about you all the time. And I was like, it was good.
Yes, it was good. Go,
It was really good,
Kylie.
wasn't it? And suddenly
Yes.
I think she then owned that song again and
Yeah.
stopped being embarrassed about it. And it was life changing. Life changing.
That's when she got into her indie roots.
Yes. I used to have
Yes.
indie roots too. I used to have roots. Used to have hair. I am one of the people who's managing quite well at the moment, because I just shave my own hair, don't I?
Yes, you were very lucky. So tell me about back in the day. What's your biggest highlight of your stand-up career? Like, was the biggest thing where you said, "Wow, this is a wow moment for me"?
It's quite a lot of them. I mean, I remember introducing the Proclaimers at Tea in the Park to
Yeah,
50,000
you
people.
used to
That
host
was,
that music festival.
yeah, it was a music festival on TV. That was hysterical. I used to love that. There was quite a quick, fun story. I had to interview Pink.
How was that?
She was great. She saw me in my kilt and she was like, "Oh my God, I can actually speak a bit of Scottish." And I thought, "Oh Christ, I'd love to hear this." And then she said, "The top of the morning to you." I thought, "Oh no, that's Irish." It's not Scottish at all, Pink. And then I had to interview Alison Goldfrapp.
Ah,
Yeah, and someone said to me, "Oh, she can be quite difficult to interview." And then somebody, well, some people don't like being interviewed,
yeah.
and so I just thought maybe she doesn't like being interviewed. And anyway, I got this big tail made like in one of was in one of her videos, and because I had the tail, we had something to talk about, and we ended up having a bit of a laugh. And then I said to her, "Now, Alison Goldfrapp, you have a song called 'I'm in Love with a Strict Machine.' What's that song about, Alison Goldfrapp?" And in my ear, somebody said, the BBC said, "Are you flirting with Alison Goldfrapp?" And I said, "No." And then Alison Goldfrapp said to me, "Well, what do you think that's about, that song, Strict Machine?" I said, "Well, all I know is when I have parties, and we play that song in my kitchen," and I said, "and we spank our bottoms. We go, 'I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a strict machine.'" So it's practically as the price. We don't spank each other's bottoms, just our own.
Right.
And I told her that, and she said, "I want to come to one of your parties."
You want a robot.
Yeah. And then years ago, I interviewed the Scissor Sisters, and what was
Jake.
really funny, yeah, they're just amazing live. And what was really funny was somebody had made Wellington boots for them, because it was kind of like Glastonbury, it was Tea in the Park. Do you know, so it's all muddy, and somebody had made really beautiful Wellington boots for animatronic, like white with glitter. They were gorgeous. And then what was really funny was Jake, in the middle of his Tea in the Park thing, had been wearing I think it was either wearing a kilt or a tartan shirt that looked like a kilt. And he took his pants off and flung them into the audience, and he didn't know that I had them. Because a woman had found them, and she was, "I've got Jake Shear's pants." And she gave his sweaty pants. And we put them in a bag and said, "I've got a surprise for you." And he thought it was like a present.
Your pants back.
It's your sweaty pants. And
Take them away.
That woman made us promise that we would give the pants back, and we did.
Oh,
so yeah, stuff like that. That was great fun. And Tea in the Park, that was a great moment as well.
That was must have been amazing times.
And yeah, it was. And Sydney Opera House, yeah. I mean, that's just one of these places you don't think you're ever going to get to play, do you?
No, exactly. It's so beautiful. Really,
and then there's this lovely theatre in Melbourne. It's called Chapel of Chapel. That's a very special moment.
It is exclusive. It's exclusive, but once you're in, you're in.
Well, once you're in. I think I might call my wine that. That's going to be the name of my wine. Write that down. Once you're in, you're in. I like it. That's
you're like family. You're like family.
Yeah, that's the appropriate level of rudeness that I would fully expect. I wish I had a second cup of tea.
So who is your comedy icon?
Yeah, people always think you're influenced by stand-up comedians. Depends how you discover comedy. Mine was mainly through TV. So it was mainly Victoria Wood, who is a stand-up comedian, and her stand-up comedy was great. But it was the TV stuff that made me laugh a lot. Yeah. And because she wrote about ordinary life and ordinary people, and she read her timing. But the combination of Julie Walters and Victoria Wood was the thing that blew me away. Because people are still quoting their sketches to this day, which is a sign of a good sketch, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. They're classic.
Yeah, and there you are. You were in Sydney. That's a person, not a place. So you just remembered a line. I said, "Oh, someone said, what would be your ideal dinner party guest?"
Oh, that's a good one. I was going to ask you that one. Three people.
Well, one of them would be Biscuit Fat Finger Monster. Why would you not have him at a party?
Exactly.
Well, it would need to be people who could talk endlessly and they would never get dull.
Exactly.
So David Attenborough. He's a bit of an obvious choice, but he's really interesting, and you hang on his every word, don't you? You're like,
yeah, exactly.
Do you know, he could talk you through all the biscuits of the world, and you'd be like, "God, this is fascinating." Gary Baldies. Oh my God. the other night at 10:30, I remember saying to myself, I texted my friend, I said, do you think it's too late to have a chocolate finger?
Never too late for a chocolate
He
finger.
said, no.
And teddy bear biscuits.
Well, I'm going through a retro biscuit phase. I'm going back to the biscuits of my childhood.
I love Scotch finger.
Do you? I bet you do. I've started going back to wagon wheels just because I wanted
Wagon wheels, amazing.
I know, I wanted to taste what they were like again. And it's really funny because you put them in your mouth and they're still in your mouth as you're pulling them away. They're the stretchiest thing you've ever had in your life. And then eventually, and it's very hard not to get a wagon wheel all over the sofa.
That's true.
You should have it.
Any biscuit.
So yeah, wagon wheels and party rings. I mean, who doesn't have a party ring?
I've never had one of those.
It's a little ring with icing on it and a wee pattern on it, and it's a wee crispy biscuit. So I don't know why I'm eating all these. I don't normally eat biscuits, but I'm eating. Suddenly going through a little phase where I'm thinking I want to go back to the biscuits that I used to eat years ago to see if I still like them.
Bless you. Anyway,
David Attenborough was the first choice. Probably Joanna Lumley.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
It's that voice.
Yeah.
Again, you know, she would say
travel.
Yeah,
I love her travel shows.
So do I. I love her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And you ever see that thing she did years ago called Girl Friday, where they put her on an island and told her to survive?
No.
She used her bra to make shoes. Very clever.
Bless her.
She did.
Wow.
And the third person, probably Judi Dench because she's on a riot.
Yeah, she's amazing. She'll be funny.
I think I've chosen all pensioners. But yeah, anyone is interested in fun and can talk for hours. That'd be quite fun to have a dinner party with.
Yeah, and I can talk to you for hours, but
we've
got the 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Make it mean something. Make it mean something.
So tell me who should we see, like, comedy-wise, who's a newcomer that's you think, go listen to this person.
There's quite a few. Kai Humphries, go see him. Absolutely hysterical.
I love. Yes, he's amazing.
Gareth Waugh. I always think Gareth's great, and I think my audience who come to see me would probably like Gareth. So I always recommend him because he's got really funny. He says Waugh, W-A-U-G-H.
Okay, awesome. Where's he from?
Scotland.
Scotland, nice.
Waugh. It's like Scottish for wall. There's that Waugh. Hit that wall.
Amazing.
I've got a hoose before it was. This always goes up so quickly, doesn't it? Always
I know,
passes so quick.
terrible.
Bye from Canberra. Great to see you. Stay safe. Bye, Sheila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sheila had no imagination when it came to her name. She was like, I don't know, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not even 6, 9, 8, 7, 4.
Exactly. Craig Hill, you're amazing. We love
amazing.
you.
No,
You are.
amazing.
You are.
You are.
We'll say so much at the end. Thank you so much for your time, and
you're very welcome.
You're amazing. Can't wait to see you back in Melbourne.
I love it. I hope I get back to Australia soon.
I hope so too.
Well, boy. Stay
safe, Kim.
Stay safe.
Wash your hands.
It sounds better in your accent. Stay safe.
Thank you for joining us. You're amazing, and I hope to speak to you soon. You too.
Thing is, I don't know how to finish this.
Just keep talking. Thanks everyone for watching. We've got 10 seconds.
Thanks. Get a new tea. Exactly what I wanted to do. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and apply this.